What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. Today we're talking about strength training for guys over 40. And specifically, I wanna walk through a really simple and very effective full body strength training routine that you can do up to 2 or 3 times a week. If you're a guy over the age of 40 and you're struggling to really figure out how to transform your body, get back to maybe where you were before, and you're looking for a routine that you can follow consistently for a long period of time, today's video is going to show you that. Plus, we're gonna talk through some key things to think about when putting together an over 40 plan for your fitness. So let's jump into today's video. All right, guys, big key as we get older is taking care of our prep for the workout. I know the warm-up part isn't necessarily the sexy part, but one thing I always stress for guys I work with who are over the age of 40, especially guys who are business owners, super successful guys who have a lot of stress, maybe not sleeping as much, you got kids, you got family, you wake up a little tighter, just make sure you pay attention to how you feel getting into the workout and make sure you spend at least 5 to even 10 minutes warming up for the workout that you have planned. I'd rather see you warm up a little bit longer and avoid injury than get rushed because you're short on time and you have to get the workout done and then ultimately hurt yourself and then your entire plan gets screwed up. So what I'm doing today, since we're doing a full body workout, I'm actually utilizing the Rogue bike. It's called an Airdyne bike. The reason I like this prior to a full body workout is it allows my upper body to get involved too. I'm gonna take you through my entire routine that you can follow along with and copy and just utilize for your own strength training routine. But what I'm doing here is getting my back, my chest, my shoulders, while also getting my legs warmed up for a full body routine that we have coming up. So spend a good 5 to 10 minutes warming up. I would say 5 minutes on the bike with 5 minutes of active movement, prepping for the first workout movement that we're gonna do. That's a really good warm-up routine. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to your body. I know you're itching to get into the workout, so we're gonna start with everyone's least favorite body part, legs. Everybody hates training legs. I get it, it hurts, it sucks. But if we do it first in the workout, then we can do the fun stuff, upper body second. So you can also mix this up if you wanna start some days with upper body, or if you wanna break up your workout to upper, lower days, or even push-pull legs, which we'll talk about in other videos. You can actually check out a video, I'll put it right here, on another routine that I put together for building muscle over the age of 30. So same stuff applies, but we're gonna start with legs and we're gonna start with a squat variation, but we're gonna do one that's a little bit safer for guys over 40. Why? Because we've just added stress to our bodies over the years. Our lower back, our hips, our flexibility, our mobility may not be as great as they once were. So we are going to start with a goblet squat. Okay, so let's jump into that. Exercise number 1. So for the goblet squat, guys, we're doing 3 to 4 sets. I like to stay in the 6 to 10 rep range when we're working on strength. You can go lower. I'm not gonna tell you to not go heavier if you're an older guy over 40, right? Just be careful because 4 to 6 reps, it's gonna require heavier weight to create the right amount of mechanical tension on the muscle in order to build muscle and sustain the muscle that you have. So if you wanna go heavier, you may wanna sub in something like a hack squat machine, right? Or even something like a leg press. A leg press is also a quad dominant exercise, which is what the goblet squat is. We're working on our quads, the big muscle in the front of our legs. So anyway, 3 to 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps. If you want to go heavier for a period of time, maybe pick a leg press or hack squat for safety reasons. Keep the back healthy. Don't have to carry a massive dumbbell. And that's our quad movement of the day. All right, guys, so now that we've trained our quads, we're gonna do what I consider to be one of the most important muscles for preventing injury as we get older past 40. And we're strength training, we wanna make sure our glutes stay strong, our glutes and hamstrings, which is the back of our legs. So we're gonna do a Romanian deadlift with the barbell. So I'm not putting any weight on right now because one thing I didn't mention with the goblet squat is really great way to warm up. It's just a couple light sets before you get into the heavier stuff. So these are just my warm-up sets, but the same thing applies. So feet are about shoulder width, maybe a little inside shoulder width apart. We're gonna give a little bit with our knees, not totally bent like a real deadlift, but slightly bent. And we're just, the whole idea here is keep our shoulders back straight, keep our chin tucked, and we're just trying to push our butt, like if we're playing basketball, trying to box somebody out, right? Trying to prevent somebody from getting past us and let the bar just go straight down. So it's here, and you're immediately gonna feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes too, right? And all we're gonna do is squeeze the glutes, squeeze our butt up, okay? You can actually build to a pretty heavy Romanian deadlift, okay? The reason I like the Romanian deadlift is it also works our grip strength, a little bit of back strength, and it's just a safe way to build really strong hamstrings and glutes, okay? There's obviously a million different hamstring and glute exercises, but for the purpose of our full body strength training routine that we're doing, I wanna make sure I get the most bang for my buck. So the Romanian deadlift is my choice. We can go a little heavier here, so I'm gonna say 3 to 4 sets, 4 to 8 reps, okay? Working on progressing, getting stronger over time. And let's go do one more leg exercise, and we're gonna move to our upper body. All right, guys, let's wrap up leg training with calves. Calves get ignored, and I know it's not necessarily the most fun exercise or fun muscle group to train, but it's not just about bigger calves, especially as we get older. We wanna keep our ankles, we wanna keep our Achilles in good shape, because God forbid you wanna go run, or you do have to run, you don't want your calves and your Achilles to give out. So I like to rotate between the standing calf raise and the seated calf raise, but today we're doing the standing calf raise, and we don't need to go high rep here. You can still go heavy with calves. Just wanna make sure we get a full stretch and a full extension at the top. Really squeeze, stretch, squeeze. And if you're short on time with calves, you could cut this down from 4 sets to even just 1 or 2 sets, 6 to 10 reps. Something is better than nothing. So where you might want to cut workout short is this kind of stuff, but still get a little bit done, even if it's just 1 set. But for me, I'm doing 3 to 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps, and then I'm going to upper body. All right, guys, so we're moving on to upper body, and we're gonna start with a push movement for our chest. Now, I might get some flack for this one, but I love machines. And as I've gotten older, I've really fallen in love with the safety and stability the machines provide. You can go heavy on machines. Your muscles don't know that, oh my gosh, he's using a machine, so we're not gonna build muscle. I know everybody wants to do the bench press, the dumbbells, and yeah, you can totally do that. I'm not saying not to do that. Just if you're dealing with shoulder issues, or you're worried that you may deal with a shoulder issue if you go too crazy with your bench press, I'm doing an incline machine press, and I'm tracking my weight. I'm getting stronger every week, putting mechanical tension on the muscle, giving my body muscle building signals. And that's really all you gotta do, right? And I'm also not as concerned about injury now because I have a little bit of stability that comes from the machine. So we're doing an incline machine press, 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps, a little bit safer for us guys who have put a little bit of wear and tear on the body. And then we'll move into our first back movement. All right, guys, so we're moving on to the back, and this is my favorite back exercise, not only because it's safe, but because I really feel it in my back. And as we get older, back training becomes more and more important. Our posture, as we sit down a lot in front of the computer, in the car, posture starts to suffer. So we wanna actually do, in my opinion, twice as much back stuff as we do chest stuff. Why? Because we're always doing things in our frontal plane here, and we ignore our back. So I'm doing a horizontal pull here, which is simply a horizontal pulling motion, incline, 2-arm dumbbell row, 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps. And then we're gonna go to a lat pull down for a vertical row, which could also be a pull up if you wanna do pull-ups, if you're strong enough to do pull-ups, which if you are, I highly recommend you do them. You can also build to that. But for the purpose of a full body workout, we're gonna do 2 back exercises because we did 1 chest. Then we'll do some delt work, a little bit of arm work, and we'll be done for the day. All right, guys, so lat pull down, pretty simple. We're just doing a vertical pull, really actually working more the upper back with the lat pull down. The incline row was more for the lats, which is the outside, and still getting some upper back involved too, but just the bigger muscles on the back. So once again, 3 to 4 sets, 6 to 10 reps. Sounds repetitive at this point, but twice as much back training for push training, our chest and whatnot. We'll keep our posture and our injury prevention spot on. So now let's finish up with some shoulders and arms. All right guys, so for shoulders and arms, a good way that I like to save time while still getting my strength training in, because once again, being older, not old, but over 40, you got responsibilities. And so you can't spend all day in the gym. Now you may train twice a week, 3 times a week and spend, 90 minutes in the gym. But if you don't have that kind of time, like I know I don't, a good way to save time outside of just cutting down on sets is doing what I call controlled supersets. Controlled supersets for shoulders and arms works beautiful because they're small muscle groups. You don't need a ton of recovery time in between sets to get your arms and shoulders ready to go. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna do some lateral variations for a shoulder, in this case a side lateral, and then I'm gonna jump right into curls for dumbbells, and then I'm gonna do a tricep movement. In this case, we're gonna do a rope push down for triceps. And all I'm gonna do is rest about 20 to 30 seconds in between each of those 3 exercises. So I'm not doing the normal 2 minutes, 3 minute rest. I'm going from one to the next. Now, if I start to feel fatigued, I might rest a little bit more, okay, before moving into the next exercise. But this just speeds things up. So if I'm like, man, I got 5-10 minutes left, what can I do? Well, you can do controlled supersets and still get stronger over time. So let's start with the side laterals. All right guys, that wraps up today's strength training full body routine for guys over 40. And here's the good news, you can follow this routine twice a week, do it maybe on Mondays and Fridays, and you can stick with this for 6 to 8 weeks. As long as you're getting stronger, you're feeling more mind to muscle connection, you don't need to change exercises up every single week. In fact, it's counterproductive to do so. Especially as we get older, we want to stick to the basics. The basics never go out of style. It's how I'm able to maintain muscle, prevent injury, and continue looking, feeling, and performing my best every year that I get older. However, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more workouts built specifically for guys over 40, maybe like you, who have busy schedules, who need something to follow, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this video and if you want part 2, because I'd love to film a whole nother full body routine that you could jump right into after you're done with this one. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and always remember, life moves fast, make it count. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.